a good day because we are reading part 3 of Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday by Barbara Park, illustrated by Denise Brunkus. This is a fun one. We're going to start with chapter 7 and go to the end. You ready? Here we go. Chapter 7, My Story This Time by Junie B. Jones. Principal is the boss of the school. He lives at the office. I have to go there when I am unruly. Unruly is the school word for not being ruly. There is a typing lady there. She isn't allowed to smile. Sit down, she said. She pointed at the blue chair. Yeah, only I don't actually like to sit there, remember that? Because that is where the bad kids sit, and I am not even bad, I explained. I explain that to her every time I go there. The typing lady leaned over the counter at me. She made her face look scary at me. Sit down, she said. I sat down. Then I pulled my frog jumper over my face so nobody could see me. Pull your skirt back down, said the typing lady. Yeah, only I'm actually allowed to do this 'cause I have on tights, I said. See them? They are green with little tadpoles on them. Just then I heard Principal's voice. Well, well, Junie B. Jones. What a surprise, he said. My mouth dropped all the way open. Hey! I hollered from under my dress. How did you know it's me under here? 'Cause you can't even see my face! Lucky guess, said the principal. After that I uncovered my head, and me and him went in his office. I climbed up in the big wood chair. Principal looked very tiredish. He rubbed the sides of his baldy head. Okay, let's hear it. What's your story this time? He said. I sat up straight and tall. My story this time, by Junie B. Jones. Once upon a time, I didn't get invited to a Meanie boy's birthday, and I am the only one in all of room 9 who isn't going, and so that's how come I was moving today. Only Mother brought me to school very stiff, and then I was a buzzing bee, only crybaby William is a squealer, and Lucille won't be a good twin, and so then Mrs. yelled at me, and that's how come I had to twist that Jim's head. And now I am sitting here in this big wood chair. I folded my hands on my lap. The end. Principal put his head down on his desk. I peeked at him. Are you laying low? I whispered. He sat up again. Then he called my mother on the telephone. Those two talk very often. This time they talked about the birthday party and how I'm not invited. After he hanged up, Principal looked nicer at me. Well, I guess sometimes we grown-ups think we are the only ones with problems, he said. We forget that even when you're little, life can be tough. Can it, Junie B. Jones? Yes, I said. Life can get your goat. After that, me and him went out of his office, and he lifted me into the blue chair again. I want you to wait here a minute, he said. There's someone I have to talk to before I can get this settled. Yeah, only guess what? I don't actually want to sit in this chair, I explained. On account of this is where the bad kids sit, and I'm not even bad. Principal thought and thought. Then he snapped his fingers. I think I might have the perfect solution, he said. He went in his office and he brought out a giant shopping bag. What if we hide you under here? He asked. If we hide you under this bag, no one will be able to see you at all. I jumped up and down, very excited, because hiding is my favorite thing in the whole world. That's why. Principal sat me down in the chair. He put that giant shopping bag over my head. Hey, who turned out the lights? I said. Then I laughed and laughed, because that is called comedy. Of course. I bended my knees and pulled them under the bag. I hugged them real tight. Now all you can see is the tippy toes of my shoes, I said, very happy. Oh, here's a picture of Junie B. Jones. Well, actually, a bag with Junie B. Jones' shoes and the bottom of her dress and her tights. There, yep. sitting in the blue chair. "This is the perfectest solution I ever saw! And so how did you even think of this wonderful thing?" I asked. Only the principal didn't answer me back, because he probably went back to his office already. After that, I hid it inside my bag. I hid it a real long time. It was a jillion years, I think. "Guess what? This is taking longer than a minute," I said from inside there. The typing lady didn't answer me. "Yeah, only guess what else? My knees are very bended and squished in here," I said. "And so this isn't good for my circulation, probably." Just then my legs started squirming all around because I was getting ants in my pants, that's why. "Hey! Doesn't anybody have ears? Get me out of here right now, because I am at the end of my rope in this thing. Plus, also, I am getting ants in my..." All of a sudden, someone yanked the bag right off my head. It was a scary typing lady. "Pants," I said very soft. She took me back into the principal's office. And guess what? That Jim was in there. He was sitting in the big wood chair. And Principal was frowning at him. "Junie B, our friend Jim here has something he wants to say to you, don't you, Jim?" asked Principal. That meanie Jim didn't answer. He kept on looking at his feet. Principal tapped his fingers. "We're waiting, Jim," he said. Then that Jim did a huffy breath, and he said the words, "I'm sorry." Principal raised up his eyebrows. "Sorry for what, Jim? Tell Junie B what you're sorry for." That Jim stared at his feet some more. "I'm sorry I didn't give her an invitation to my party," he said very grumpily. "But your mother told you to, didn't she, Jim?" said Principal. "Your mother told you to give an invitation to every single person in your class, but you got mad at Junie B, and you decided not to give her one, isn't that right?" That meanie boy did his shoulders up and down. "I guess," he said real soft. Principal crossed his arms. "And so what are you going to do to correct the problem?" he asked. That Jim waited and waited. Then, all of a sudden, he got down from his chair and he holded out an invitation to me. Here's a picture of Jim not looking very happy about having to give Junie B an invitation, but holding out an invitation to Junie B, who looks... How do you think she looks there? I think she looks surprised. Maybe she has some other things going on. Maybe you have some ideas about what might be going on inside of her. Yep. How do you think Jim feels right now? My stomach did a flippy flop. "For me? Is that really for me?" I said, very squealing. Then I snatched that thing right out of his hand and I zoomed all around the room. "Oh boy!" I said, "It's really for me! It's really for me! And now I'm not the only one!" I zoomed all around the big wood chair. Principal looked nervous of me. He hurried up and he opened his door and I zoomed right out of there, and I didn't stop until I got to room 9. Chapter 8. Ruining my Saturday. On Saturday, Mother woke me up from sleeping. "We have to go to the store and buy Jim a present," she said. I did a sleepy yawn. "Yeah, only I don't actually like that boy," I explained. "And so you can go by yourself, and I will trust your judgment." I pulled the covers over my head. Mother pulled them off again. Then she made me get dressed. And she made me eat a banana. And she made me go to the store with her. She holded my hand and pulled me behind her. "Since we don't know what he already has, let's get him something unusual," she said. "Let's get him greasy, grimy gopher guts." "That is unusual," I said. Mother made a sick face. She pulled me through the store. We went past the bathroom stuff. I pointed. "That! Let's get him that!" I said. That is unusual. Mother sucked in her cheeks. We are not getting him a toilet brush, she said. She pulled me past the pet stuff. That! Let's get him that! I said, that is unusual. But Mother said, no choke chain. Just then, she pulled me past the tools. That's when my eyes popped right out of my head. That! Let's get him that! Look, Mother, look, I love that thing. I run to it speedy quick. It's a tool belt! See? It's just like Grandpa Miller's, only it's made for little children like me. See it, Mother? See this wonderful thing? Mother took it down off the shelf. Look, I said, it has a hammer and a screwdriver and some pliers and a flashlight and a real actual level with a bubble in it. Plus also there's a pocket with nails in the front. I jumped all around. Can I try it on? Can I? Please, Mother, please, please, please. Mother shook her head no. We're not shopping for you today, Junie B. We're shopping for Jim, remember? I know it. I know we are shopping for that Jim, I said, and so this can be for his birthday. Only first I have to try it on to see if it fits, because him and me are both the same size, I bet. Finally, Mother fastened the tool belt on me. Oh, it has Velcro, I said. I love this stickery stuff. Can we buy it? Please, please, Mother, can we buy it and take it home to my house? Mother thought and thought. I don't know, Junie B. Something tells me this isn't a good idea. I'm afraid you'll want to keep it. No, I won't. I won't want to keep it. I promise, Mother, I promise. I promise. And so finally, Mother gave in to me, and she bought the wonderful tool belt. I held it on my lap all the way home in the car. Then I run into the house, and I zoomed to my room, and I put that thing on me again. Now I can do odd jobs, I said, real thrilled. I took the hammer and tapped on my wall. Then I screwed a screw with the screwdriver. Plus also, I twisted my teddy's nose off with the pliers. Only I actually didn't mean to do that one. I patted his head. Breathe through your mouth, I said. Here's a picture of Junie B's surprise in her power to pull off her teddy's nose. Who now has to breathe through his mouth, or her mouth? Just then, Mother's voice hollered to me, Junie B, it's time to take your bath, honey. I did a frown, because Mother was a little mixed up, I think. I hollered back, yeah, only I don't even have to take a bath today on account of today is Saturday, and Saturday is my dirty day. Mother came in my room. I know today is Saturday, Junie B, she said, but you're going to a birthday party, and when you go to a birthday party, you have to take a bath. Plus, we're gonna have to wash and curl your hair. I backed up from her. No, I said, because nobody even explained that to me before, and so that doesn't even make sense on account of I hate that Meanie kid, so how come I have to get clean for him? Mother looked at the end of her rope. When you go to a party, you take a bath, period, end of discussion, she said. Then she left my room, and she went to start the tub. I sat on my bed very glum. Darn it, I said, because that stupid boy is ruining my whole entire Saturday. Mother hollered some more. Junie B, could you bring me the tool belt, please? I need to get it wrapped. Darn it, I said again, because I didn't even want to give that to him. I looked down at it. I touched all the wonderful tools. I love this darn thing, I said real sad. I'm waiting, shouted Mother, but I still didn't take it to her. Just then, I heard the bathwater turn off. My heart got very pumpy. Oh no, I said, because now she's gonna come get me and she will take my tool belt away and she will wrap it up for that Meanie guy. I jumped off my bed and I run all around my room. I gotta hide, I gotta hide. I run all over everywhere. Darn it! Because there's not even a good hiding place in this dumb room, I said. Junie B, Mother screamed. I heard her feet. They were coming for me, I think. Oh no, I said, oh no. Then all of a sudden, I quick grabbed my wonderful tool belt and I zoomed to my door and I nailed that thing shut with my hammer. Chapter 9. The only one in room 9. Mother runned into my room. She pushed right through my nails. "Junie B. Jones, what in the world are you doing in here?" she shouted. She looked at my door. Her eyes got very bulging. "You were hammering?" she yelled. "You were hammering nails in your door?" Just then Daddy runned in too. "Where in the world did you get a hammer?" he yelled. "Tell him, Junie B. Tell your father where you got the hammer," growled Mother. I pointed at her. "She gave it to me," I said. Just then, steam came out of Mother's head. "No! I did not give you that hammer, Junie B. That hammer was for Jim, and you know it." After that, Mother picked me up, and she sat me on my bed, and she growled more mad words at me. They were, "I cannot be trusted to have a real actual hammer, and I cannot be trusted to have a real actual tool belt, and I am never allowed to have nails until I am all grown up and I live in my own apartment." Daddy walked up and down in front of me. "Why, Junie B? Why would you do such a thing? Why would you ever nail your door shut?" he said. I started to cry a little bit. "Because," I said. "Because why?" he grouched. "Because I felt pressure inside me," I said, "because that party is ruining my whole entire Saturday. Because first I had to shop, and then Mother said I had to get a bath and wash my hair, only I don't even like that meanie head boy. And so how come I have to get clean and give him that wonderful tool belt? Because what kind of a deal is that?" Mother did an angry breath. "This was your decision, Junie B." She said, "You're the one who wanted to go to the party. No one is making you do it." I wiped my nose on my sweater sleeve. "Yeah, only if I don't go, I will be the only one in room 9, I said. "And that is the saddest story I ever heard of." Daddy sat down next to me. "Why?" he said. "Why is it sad to spend your Saturday the way you want to spend it? Why is it sad to spend the day having fun instead of wasting it on a boy you don't like?" Mother sat down too. "That doesn't sound sad to me," said Mother. "That sounds good, in fact." "No, that does not sound good," I said, very snapping. "What is so good about being the only one?" Daddy did his shoulders up and down. "Lots of things," he said. "Like you'll be the only one who doesn't have to take a bath. Have you ever thought of that? And you will be the only one who doesn't have to wash her hair," said Mother. "And," said Daddy, "you'll be the only one in room 9 who doesn't have to give Jim a present. How about that one, huh?" I sat up a little bit straighter, because that one was excellent. That's why. Mother ruffled my hair. "And what about Grandpa Miller?" she asked. "You haven't forgotten that he invited you to his house today, have you?" Just then my whole mouth came open, because I did forget about that. "The toilet!" I said. "I forgot about the toilet, because me and Grandpa were going to fix that thing, and we were going to touch that big ball that floats on top." Mother made a face. "Lovely," she said. "I know, it is lovely," I said. "And so I have to get over there right now, or else Grandma's gonna get to touch it and not me." Then Mother looked at me very strange, and Daddy went to get his keys. Mother and Daddy made me take the tool belt back to the store. They made me give it to the man. "Here," I said. "I cannot be trusted with this wonderful thing." The man smiled kind of sad. "Sorry, sis," he said. "That's okay," I said, "because the nails didn't actually work that good." He gave me my money back. "Maybe when you're older," he said. "Maybe," I said. "Plus also, I might get a toilet brush." After the store, I went to my Grandpa Miller's. He was working in his garden, and I ran my fastest to him. "Grandpa Miller, hey Grandpa Miller, did you fix it yet? Did you already fix the toilet?" He twirled me around. "Not yet," he said. "Not yet, I didn't. I've been waiting for you." And so just then, me and him hurried up, and we got our tools and runned upstairs, and we took the lid right off that thing. and I flushed all the water right out of it, and I touched the big ball. This is fun. Right, Grandpa, right? Here's a picture of Junie B touching the big ball on the inside of the toilet, and her Grandpa Miller looking kind of amused at her. I think she's having a great moment there. Oh, and she has a real tool belt on. Did you see that? She has a real big person's tool belt on. This is the time of our life, I said. Sure it is. Of course it is, said my grandpa, Frank Miller. I laughed very happy. Hey, Grandpa, guess what? I am the only one, I said. He looked confused at me. I am the only one in room 9 who is fixin' a toilet, I explained. Then Grandpa Miller laughed too. You're really something, he said. You are really something too, Grandpa, I said back. Then I hugged him real tight, and I climbed up on his lap, and I told him a secret in his ear. And guess what else? I whispered. I still would like a goat. And that's the end of part 3 of Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday by Barbara Park, illustrated by Denise Brunkus. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, click the bell, and leave comments. Let me know what you think. I love to hear from y'all. And that's it. So I'll see you next time here at Seriously Read a Book.